Top teams now. Okay, who's your number one, Seth? Who's
U.S. women's soccer. 2 World Cups, a couple Olympics. I think they went 180 and 25 over the decade.
Oh, Lord.
Wow. They're, in an era where all these teams are catching up.
And they have the number 2.
When you look at men's basketball, still the U.S., but it's getting tighter. The 2 teams that have consistently remained 10 steps above are U.S. women's soccer and U.S. women's basketball.
Basically, yeah, basically.
That's pretty much 1 and 2
for
me.
Yeah, and for me, I have the Alabama Crimson Tide number 1.
I have them number 5.
Yeah, what Nick Saban has done throughout the decade has been just unbelievable. They've, and the players they put into the NFL too. That's the thing, and they keep turning. Now this year they struggled. I think Tua's injuries had he wasn't healthy throughout the season.
But it's a relative struggle. They're 10 and 2.
Right, and they play Michigan, and you know what? I tell you, I wouldn't be surprised if Michigan beats them.
I would.
Cause
I have
Michigan,
no faith in Michigan winning a big game.
Oh, well, we'll see. It'll be interesting because, Harbaugh knows his job's. Well,
his job's not in jeopardy.
His reputation.
Which is already taken a pretty big
But
hit.
I'm saying for at least it will give him a little bit of.
Look, you beat Alabama. And remember, Alabama. A lot of these Alabama players are probably not going to play in this bowl game because they're going to be first-round picks.
That's right. And why do it?
And why, if you're not in like it's the good and bad. If you're not in this, the playoff, does it really matter?
Yeah, right.
To play now, you want to play, but especially a team that's won national titles and guys who have won national titles.
Yep.
What's playing in whatever it is, the Outback Bowl?
Yeah,
whatever it is.
So New Year's Day.
Exactly.
But Alabama overall they've been absolutely amazing, and they've dominated in the SEC, which has been incredible.
Yeah,
for sure. And I forgot. Oh my God, for games of the year, I can't believe I forgot to put this game. Auburn and Alabama 2013.
When we get to top moments?
You have that number? Oh, okay. But I have to give that credit. I can't believe I didn't put that in there. But anyway, now.
What were you thinking?
I know. It's terrible. It's terrible. All right, now, U.S. soccer, I have U.S. women's soccer, I have number 2. Number 3, UConn, University of Connecticut. They had an 90 game win streak and another 100
game
plus win streak, which was ended by Mississippi State in that upset. Really, yeah. And there's been more parity in college in women's basketball.
You have
has this
Notre Dame and Baylor, Mississippi State, and South Carolina,
and Louisville, and Louisville. Yeah,
like these teams, it's not like it was 15 years ago, where it was really Connecticut and Tennessee and nobody else.
Yeah, and Pat Summitt, God rest his soul. Yeah.
So I mean,
who died
during this decade as well. Yeah. You have this escalation of additional talent. But it's still Gino than everybody else.
Yeah, at the end of the day. Yeah, absolutely. And then now, I have, your number 3. What's your number 3?
Well, my number 3 was actually UConn women.
Okay, UConn women. Great. Yeah. Oh, we had that both. Okay. Now, number 4 for me. Number 4. What's your number 4?
I was going to bring, because I have to bring up one soccer team because I brought up Bayern Munich.
Oh, okay. You're number 4. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is, I could have gone Barcelona.
Germany's gotten better overall.
Yes, but it's everyone wants to go to Bayern. Okay. They won the Champions League in 11. They've won, I think, 7 or 8 Bundesliga titles during this decade. They're still the creme de la creme. The problem is to take an English team. It's too hard because you have Man U and Chelsea and Arsenal, and they all kind of mix and match.
Yeah.
And even Spain, you have Real or Barcelona. I don't know who you would take. Barcelona has 5 La Liga titles. Real has 4 Champions League titles.
Right.
So to me, I went with the team that was the most dominant in their division, even though it wasn't as strong a division. So to me, that's Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich. Yeah, Munich. And that was a team I thought about, but to me, it's like there's great teams. There's Bayern Munich. There's been Real Madrid. It's kind of like I couldn't, if I had to put one, I had to put both of them in there. Well, and that was the tough part.
Right, I get it.
Yeah. I know with you, it was tough for you, but you were able to get separated.
Yeah, I separated out.
Munich.
I also think there was some weakness kind of on the bottom where I could kind of play with that a little bit.
Right.
Because like Golden State, who was sensational the final 5 years, was awful the first part of the decade.
Well, we'll talk about that in a second.
Right.
But New England Patriots, I have number 4.
Yep.
3 Super Bowl titles, and remember they won 10 games at least every year this decade.
They were my number 5.
Like Belichick, it's like that's what's so great about him.
And they
with the time.
don't have overwhelming talent.
Talent, right?
And that's why the Brady argument as best player ever to me works, because you look at Peyton, and Peyton was amazing. Peyton had Marvin Harrison.
And it's a good
Hall of
debate because
Famer.
yeah.
Had Marvin Harrison, had Reggie Wayne. Edgerrin James was a borderline Hall of Famer. Dallas Clark was an all-pro tight end. Good offensive line led by Jeff Saturday. Who the heck did Tom Brady have? Gronkowski's a Hall of Famer. Hernandez is dead.
Man, that's
cold, but true.
Yep.
Welker
was an all-pro.
Was an all-pro. And Edelman is an all-pro.
And then Randy Moss was the end of the
Right, it was the end of the 2000s. Yeah. But Welker and Edelman are small guys, or small slot guys. They had no big talent.
But this is why I debate for... I got to go towards Brady now because he has 6. You can't.
Yeah.
But what I say, Manning still has to still be in the conversation. Manning went to 4 Super Bowls with 4 coaches.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't have a and also he was the offensive coordinator
for half.
Not Tom Brady. Yeah. Bill Belichick's system was the one that made it happen. You know what I'm saying? And his defensive system. Belichick offensively and defensively had a system. He had that structure.
Right.
Manning had to carry teams, except of course the last year when he retired.
When he was carried.
Right. Which I've said
he
deserved to be carried after for 18 years carrying every other team. You know.
And it also leads to the Drew Brees discussion, but that's for another day.
Right. He doesn't even shouldn't be mentioned with those guys, in my opinion.
I don't know.
I think him and Aaron Rodgers is a more better debate.
Is it number 3, number 4 of this generation?
Of generation, right.
Fair enough.
Right. Absolutely. So now, Golden State Warriors. Now about the Golden State Warriors, real quick because I'm running out of time. But the Golden State Warriors, remember, 2014, they gave the Spurs hell. You know what I mean?
That was the last Mark Jackson year.
I'm sorry, 2013. That was the 2014 they lost to the Clippers in 7 games in the first round. 2013
they lost to the Spurs.
They beat Denver and then they lost to the Spurs and gave the Spurs a hellacious series, you know. So I'm saying the Warriors, they had a foundation that was getting set like in 12, 13, 14 under Mark Jackson.
Do you think they win the title if Mark Jackson stays there?
They would have won. Oh, absolutely.
I don't think they would have won 4. I don't think they would have won 3 out of 5. But Durant, they would have won 1. I agree.
Maybe 2.
Because otherwise he starts to fall into the Buck Showalter as I built the team.
Oh, Lord. And Buck Showalter has happened to him more than once, you know. And I hope that happens to him with the Knicks, you know. If he joins the Knicks and then he builds them, at least the Knicks will win, you know. So.
We just hosted the worst run teams of the decade on our radio show
literally
an hour ago. Yeah, you can guess who basketball was.
Unfortunately, yes indeed. And then last but not least, I had the Pittsburgh Penguins as my honorable mention. 2 Stanley Cup titles, the best record in the NHL in the 2010s. Sidney Crosby, as we said, best player. And what was your honorable mention?
I kind of went with Duke.
Okay.
Which you could either take Duke or Carolina. To be perfectly honest, Carolina, and I'm not a Carolina guy. I'm not really a Duke guy. Krzyzewski, they were consistently higher, but Carolina won more titles, I believe, during the decade. Actually, no. Carolina won 2 or 3.
And then Duke won 2. Yeah.
So I went with Duke because they've been consistently a top 10 team for the last 10 years straight.